So this is the second half of the chapter, and the second half of the chapter is being able to convert from base 10 to any other base. So what you're going to do is you're going to divide the number given by the base you want to change it to. You're going to record the remainder to the side and keep dividing until the number goes into the number that's under the division sign 0 times. And then you're going to write the remainder from the top to the bottom. That's how you're going to record them. Okay, so let's look at one. It's a lot easier to see then. All right, so I'm going to convert 273 to base 4, okay? Okay, so what I do is I start at the bottom and I write 273 divided by 4. So 4 goes into 27 6 times with a remainder of 3. I'm just going to write the remainder here as opposed to writing a big long division problem. It makes it more confusing. So 4 goes into 33 8 times with a remainder of 1. Then 4 goes into 68. It goes into 6 once with a remainder of 2. Goes into 28 7 times with a remainder of 0. Then 4 goes into 17 4 times with a remainder of 1. 4 goes into 4 once with a remainder of 0. And then 4 goes into 1 0 times. You always go until you get a 0 on the top with a remainder of 1. So now I'm going to record my answer going down. So my answer is 1 0 1 0 1 base 4. So now let me check it with what we did on the first half of the chapter to see that I did it correctly. So this would be the 4 to the 0, this is the 4 to the 1, this is the 4 to the second, this is 4 to the third, this is 4 to the fourth. So if I was given that number, base 4, I would have gone, okay, 1 times 4 to the fourth, plus 0 times 4 to the third, plus 1 times 4 to the second, plus 0 times 4 to the first, plus 1 times 4 to the 0. So 4 to the fourth is 256, plus this is 0, plus 16, plus 0, plus 1. So if you add 256 plus 16 plus 1, you get 273. So now that part of the problem is not required, but I just wanted to show you that the answer that I got turns back into 273. That's what we did in the first half. Okay, so let's try another example. So now I'm going to take 273, same number, and I can't change that. Oh, okay, to base 3. So I'm going to take 273, and now I'm going to change it to base 3, which means now the only difference is I'm going to divide it by 3. So 3 goes into 27 9 times with nothing left over, and 3 goes into 3 once, and so the remainder here is 0. Okay, so now 3 goes into 91 3 times, and with no remainder, and then 3 goes into 1 0 times with a remainder of 1. Now 3 goes into 30, 3 goes into 3 once, no remainder, and this would be 0. So remainder of 0. 3 goes into 10 3 times with a remainder of 1. 3 goes into 3 once with a remainder of 0. Remember what I said, you always go up till you get 0. So 3 goes into once 0 times with a remainder of 1. And you read your answer down. So my answer this time would be 1 0 1 0 1 0 base 3. And you always have to write that little subscript of 3, so otherwise it looks like it's base 10. That would be 10,000, 101,000. Okay, so you always have to write the subscript. All right, so let me show you another one. Okay, so now I'm going to take the number 523 and change it to base 7. So I take the number 523 and I'm going to change it to base 7, so that means I'm going to divide by 7. So 7 goes into 52 7 times, because that's 49, and 52 minus 49 is 3. So this is 33, and 7 goes into 33 4 times with a remainder of 5. Okay, so now I do 7 into 74. That's once. That's 0 with a remainder of 4. 7 goes into 10 once with a remainder of 3. 7 goes into 1 0 times with a remainder of 1. So my answer here would be 1, 3, 4, 5, base 7. Okay, so now let's try one into base 2. So now I got 58 into base. I'm going to try it into base 2. So I got 58. So since the base is 2, I want to divide by 2. So this would be 2. That's 4 with a remainder of 1. So that's 9. Remainder 0. Okay. 2 goes into 29. 2 goes into 2 once. Goes into 9 4 times with a remainder of 1. 2 goes into 14 7 times. Remainder 0. 2 goes into 7 3 times with a remainder of 1. 2 goes into 3 1 time with a remainder of 1. 2 goes into 1 0 times, remainder 1. And then you always read down. So my answer here would be 1 1 1 0 1 0. Okay? So now, same thing. We're going to go to page 104. You're going to try those examples. And then on the next video, I'll show you my answers to those. Okay, so try those.